Hello, tubers. How are you doing today? Well, today I'm back. I'm back. I'm back in the USA. The hairs are left. Anyway, I wanted to say hello. I wanted to say I'm back in the USA. Uh, yeah, that's good and bad. Anyway, today Today I wanted to mention a couple of things. Today I wanted to mention a channel called, well, I don't know the guy's name, I forget his name, but it's Meat RX, Meat and then RX, like meat, like like meat is a prescription. And the guy that heads the channel, his name is Sean Baker. Sean the baker of many meat steaks or whatever you want to call it. Of course, he doesn't bake it; he grills them. But anyway, trying to use the baker. It's a good channel. It's a good channel in the fact that it is pushing an agenda regarding meat. And he believes, and he's a carnivore, he's been eating meat for 5 years, and he's in very good health. He's around my age in his 50s, and he's in good shape. So that's cool. Um, and he's trying to basically, well, he's the counterpoint to all the veganites and processed foods and things of this nature. And man, like I said, I'm in my 50s now, and I've been traveling for a long time, decades. And I said, years and years ago, over 2 decades, that other countries are going to get heavy. The people are going to get heavy, and I was right, 100% right. I mean, you go to other countries, and there's obesity there too. I mean, we were already obese over here in the year 2000. I think I proclaimed that in 98, 98, 99. I said, man, these people are going to get heavy. If they eat all this food, this junk food that, all these American fast food companies are infiltrating here, and if they start eating this food and not their own food that they have, their own cuisine, they could get fat. They got fat. I mean, now they're obese, and it's sad. It's really sad. Really sad. Yeah. Anyway, so he is trying to be the counterpoint for all this processed food that we're eating. And unfortunately, there's a lot of mines in the minefield, and it gets to the point where you have to eat the junk because like, there's nothing else to eat. Even the good stuff has been tainted. So I'm gonna have some stuff going on in the near future. I'm gonna kind of break out, and you'll see what I've been talking about in fruition. And it's already going. It's already moving. I just have to be traveling more, and you'll see what I'm my whole mentality. This channel is part of it. This channel is part of it. I'm trying to masculinize religion. You go to church, 80% are females. Why? Why? Right? You go to a sporting event and you see 80% men. So what? We have to put a freaking basketball game in the church, right? We got to have some football games in the church or something for the men to come. Is that what we got to do? Don't men know that Jesus Christ or is a alpha male? He died for our sins. But anyway, so I did want to mention that the fact that I'm back in the USA, and the fact that MeRX is a good channel to take a look at. You know, be very aware. Be very aware of the mantra, of the talking points, those consistent talking points. There are puppet masters out there with mucho money, and they're influencing brains. So be very careful who you listen to. Just listen to me and my channel. That's it. I have 100 videos. Just keep on watching them. They're perfectly good for you. They will nourish your brain. Yeah. Anyway, um, and I also wanted to mention that I do have other things in the works, and it's going to kind of round out my whole mind frame, my whole uh, theory or my own idea of how we should live or how life can be better. Or actually, what it is basically breaking away from the P Masters, breaking away from the P Masters. Yes. Um, so that's it. That's what I was trying to talk to you about. I always, you know, want you to follow God's ways, pray the rosary, pray the rosary. I noticed I'm getting a little bit more and more, I don't know how to say it, more uh, closer to God. For example, a couple, 3 days ago, I was talking to my wife. I asked her a question. Did you dream last night? I never asked her that question. I never asked her that question. Did you dream last night? No. She'll come up to me and she'll say, "Oh, I had a weird dream," or "I had a dream last night," and she'll tell me. This time, I asked her, "Hey, did you dream last night?" And she said to me, "Oh no, I didn't dream last night. No, no, no." And then yesterday, she said, "Oh, you know what? I did dream last night. I dreamt about my mother and my aunt. Now, her mother and her aunt are both they both passed on, and they she saw them very happy and content and like in heaven." And I said to myself, and I said to her, that's kind of weird because I never asked you what you dreamed about. Did you dream last night? And it was weird because in my soul, in my being, I felt that she dreamt. That's why I asked. I asked her that I never asked anybody, did you dream last night? What kind of question is that? But I felt in my soul, in my heart, where you want to call it, inside of me that she had dreamt that night. I don't know why. And but I felt for some reason that she had dreamt. And her dream were about her mother and her recently passed away aunt, and they were both happy and they were fine and they were in good spirits, whatever the case. She saw them that they were well, they were happy. And I said, wow, that's interesting because you could have dreamt about anything. You could have dreamt about pigs flying. You could have been dreaming about food or whatever the heck. If you just specifically dream about your mother and your aunt and that they were happy in heaven, man, that was pretty impressive. That impressed me. So you could take it for what it's worth. But for me, there's something inside that. There's something there, and that's me. Hey, I'm gonna boast. I don't care. That's me moving up in the ranks of spirituality. That's what I believe. And why is that? Because I'm a wonderful guy. Hey, man, look at me. I'm wonderful. No, because I've been praying the rosary for 6, 7 years straight. So you get more divine. I've spoken about this before, but nobody wants to believe me. That's okay. You don't have to believe me. One person said to Padre Pio, I think it was a woman, it could have been men, I don't know. And they said, Padre Pio, I don't believe in hell. I don't believe in hell. You know what he said? He said, you know what? You'll find out when you get there. And that's what he said. So you don't have to pray the rosary. You don't have to pray. You don't have to believe in the value of the rosary. You don't. You don't have to do anything. See, our God gives us freedom, which is kind of scary because many of us take that freedom and, like Jesus said, the path to the darkness is very wide. So unfortunately, we take the wrong road. We don't take the righteous road because we have, unfortunately, we are our own enemies, and we go where God doesn't want us to go. It's like He lets us go, and God's like, go to the right, go to the right, go to the right, go to. Oh man, they made a left turn. You know, and so many go, you know, the wrong way. So if you pray the rosary, you'll get those 15 promises, and you'll become more divine. Now, if that's worth it to you, go ahead and do it. Uh, Test my what I'm saying. Test it. Most people won't. You know, most people have clicked off. That's fine. Click off. Don't watch it. But it doesn't make this, by you clicking off does not make this video invalid. You know, I had a person just now. They commented on my one of my videos, and they laughed, and it was like LOL. They were just laughing. That's fine. You can laugh at my videos. That's fine. You know, make a mockery of it. But like Padre Pio said, you'll find out when you die. You'll find out. And this channel is basically trying to wake up people before they find out in hell. See, I'm trying to preempt you from going to hell and finding out the truth. So I want you to find out the truth now, while there's time, and you can go to the right as opposed to the left. Right? Where does Jesus sit? At the right hand of God, not the left hand. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did like it, please give a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, God bless.